Luka Doncic has officially spoke out on the trade that sent him to the Los Angeles Lakers and his current beef, so to speak, with Nico Harrison. I'm your host, Joey Mercer. This is another episode of Joe Mercer Sports Podcast. And before we get into it there today, I just want to let everybody know to go down below and hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and every single time we upload, you'll be able to stay up to date with our takes on the NBA and everything you need to know around it. I want to bring this one to you while it was hot off the press, so to speak. This was only released to me 47 minutes ago in my area from the Sporting News by David Suggs, titled, Luka Doncic responds to Nico Harrison criticism in tell-all interview. It's just sad the way he's talking, is what Luka said. That's crazy. Let's get into this. We just heard from Jeannie Buss about some issues within the organization. Go check out that video. And now we're hearing it from Luka's side of the trade. Some news spilling on that. Months have passed since Doncic was dealt from the Mavs, to the Lakers in the dead of night. Still, the moment stands fixed in NBA history, proving arguably the most shocking transaction in the sport's billowing history. The implications of the move are still being unearthed. Doncic and Davis have combined to play less than 35 games in new colors, hardly a large enough sample size to determine their legacies in their new homes. And yet the sheer shock of the move, as well as the tales that emerge in its aftermath, continue to captivate many belonging to the NBA's ecosystem. I mean, you talk to anybody, even if they aren't a huge fan of the NBA, they know about this trade. That's how monumental it seriously was. Since that brisk February night, much has been made about Doncic and his commitment to the game. Most of those remarks came from the Mavericks camp, with Dallas general manager Nico Harrison believed to have grown dismayed with Doncic's work ethic. On Friday, NBA fans give unfettered access to Doncic's side of the story. The Lakers guard delved into his thoughts on Harrison, as well as his immediate reaction to the trade in a tell-all interview with ESPN reporter Malika Andrews. This is what it said, the response to the Nico Harrison criticism. Doncic's high-profile departure from Dallas precipitated a wave of condemnation around the league. Supernovas were forced to confront their status as mere cogs in the NBA's hyper-capitalist machine, with standouts Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, and others all expressing shock over the move. In the hours and days following Doncic's trade, reporting emerged laying out the logic behind sending Doncic, the then 25-year-old talisman behind Dallas's NBA Finals appearance a season before, to the City of Angels. Effectively, Harris and co. seemed to have lost faith in Doncic's ability to lead the Mavericks to the title, citing his off-court habits, namely a taste for beer and hookah, as reason to part ways with the Slovenian star. I mean, yeah, he has those things off-court, but on the court, it's proven that he just led you to the NBA Finals. Get the man some help, and you can win a championship. The proof is in the pudding from last year. Get somebody to help him. Don't move on from him. And they took the latter and moved on from him. Goes on then to say, Harrison doubled down in a joint press conference he conducted with head coach Jason Kidd, telling reporters that a strong defense was the foundation to building a winning team, an ideology that falls right in line with newly acquired Dynamo Davis' skill set. Scores of the NBA fan base weren't having Harrison's explanation. Count Doncic as perhaps their most consequential supporter. He had to say this about Harris's campaign, him during his talk with Malika Andrews. He went on to say, it's just sad the way he's talking right now. I've never said anything bad about him, and I just want to move on. And fair, keeping it professional from Luka, but still addressing the issue. When asked whether he'd spoke with Harrison in the aftermath of the trade, Doncic responded affirmatively with no. He also told Andrews that Harrison didn't reach out to him to let him know he was even being traded. Not very professional there at all. Doncic rounded off his Harrison-centered comments with another shocking admission. He had no intention of leaving Dallas at any point in time in his career. In addition to the comments about Harrison, Doncic also gave a viewer a glimpse into his immediate reaction to his surprise Dallas exit. Once Doncic caught wind of the Mavericks-Lakers trade, he responded with emotion, chucking his phone away in a frenzied haze, he told Andrews. It still works, Doncic said. The reason for his reaction? He was in anguish. I was still in shock, crazy shock, Doncic said. I felt like my heart was broken, honestly. Doncic received plenty of love in his return to Big D on April 9th, authoring a 45-point masterpiece in front of the raucous American Airlines Center concourses. As far as performances go, Doncic's outburst proved a pretty historic one. He became the second player in league history to post 45-point outing for and against the same team in a season, joining only Wilt Chamberlain. An absolutely crazy stat. Whenever you can join Wilt Chamberlain in the history books, it's never a bad thing. Even for a player as accomplished as Doncic, that's a pretty notable feat. I would say top 1 performance of my career, just because it was so special, Doncic said. With the fans, with teammates, just being there, it was something I've never seen in my life. Just special, the love between me and the fans. So it's interesting we can finally see and 100% guarantee and confirm that Nico Harrison did not reach out to Luka Doncic. Luka was left in the dark, and he had planned to spend his career with the Dallas Mavericks. Some pretty crazy stuff there today. I personally think that's an unprofessional way of doing business from Nico Harrison. And I like that Luka was able to come out and talk about this, no lies, no backdoors, just how he felt about everything and get those things off his chest with Malika Andrews of ESPN. Well, this is all I've got to say about this topic, but let me know what you think about it down below in the comments section. This has been your host, Joey Mercer. As always, make sure if you made it this far in the video to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one.